Was Ooh La 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 by the Raincoats off of their 1984 album Moving. It was heavily reggae influenced. I'm always saying I dislike reggae as a genre, but I really don't think that's true because punk rock, I'm finding out more and more, especially in the earlier stuff, had a lot of reggae influences in it. And it's not that I don't like reggae, it's that I don't like pure reggae. I like it to be weird, and punk rock does that really well. I just want stuff to be weird, you guys, okay? Either way, I don't listen to enough of the Raincoats, and I really need to just get some of that in my ears. We're listening to that today because we have a song from The Smiths from 1984 up in competition today. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 5 of the Smiths tournament today, and that's match 5 in round 1. If you're new here and you're wondering what the Smiths tournament is, let me explain. We took every single song that the Smiths released and we threw them into a single elimination style tournament. Now they're doing battle and head to head competition until one remains in the end, and that's the very best song that the Smiths released. Today we're going to be starting off with a song that I think just about everybody knows, and that is How Soon Is Now. It was actually released as a B-side to William It Was Really Nothing back in 1984. It was also a B-side with Please, Please, Please Let Me Get What I Want. The Wikipedia article is a little confusing. It says that it was backed with Please, Please, Please Let Me Get What I Want in the original green sleeve, and then it lists How Soon Is Now in lilac reprint sleeve, but they both have the same like rough trade release number. I guess they would though, because the CD version has that too, and that, well, I guess that could have been released in 1984. I guess we had CDs back in 1984. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just thinking of records. Don't mind me, I'm confused about formats. But yeah, it was released as a B-side to William It Was Really Nothing, and it's one of the biggest songs from the Smiths. Especially surprising since it's almost 7 minutes long. But there are plenty of longer songs that have claimed, lifelong notoriety, like they will be famous forever. Just great songs. In fact, the Genius.com blurb about this song notes something similar. It says, Sire Records chief Seymour Stein called it the Stairway to Heaven of the 80s. Stairway to Heaven is a very long song from, I'm pretty sure, the 60s, late 60s, by Led Zeppelin, of course. While co-writer Johnny Marr described it as possibly our most enduring record. It's most people's favorite, I think. Despite its prominent place in the Smiths' repertoire, however, it is not generally considered to be a representative of the band's style. Which is true. How Soon Is Now sounds way different than you would expect a Smiths song to sound, really. Like, I didn't expect the Smiths to sound like they sounded after I was obsessed with How Soon Is Now and decided to listen to some more Smiths. It goes on. Although a club favorite, How Soon Is Now did not chart as well as the writers Morrissey and Marr had expected. Most commentators put this down to the fact that the song had been out on vinyl in a number of forms before being released as a single in its own right. So it was released a year later on a single of its own. It was also included on Hatful of Hollow, which was a compilation album released in 1984. The original track runs for nearly 7 minutes. However, the 7-inch single edit cut the length down to under 4 minutes. So the single version of it, that isn't the B-side to another single, is much shorter, and I don't think I like that. The complete version is generally used on compilations. The song has been widely praised for the artistry of its lyrics, and that's one thing I really always loved about it. The lyrics are great. The heavily reverbed riff that propels the song is a wonderfully repurposed version of Bo Diddley's Who Do You Love? I didn't know that. That's fun. This competition today actually has a pretty steep hill to climb, and that is Money Changes Everything, which is an instrumental track. And instrumentals are great. Instrumentals are fine, but usually a band that features a vocalist isn't going to have the instrumental make it into the finals, unless the vocalist is trash. I want to hear the guy sing. The Genius.com note on this one is one of the few instrumental tracks by the Smiths. Money Changes Everything was released as a B-side to Big Mouth Strikes Again, and later included on the compilation album The World Won't Listen. The song was originally called The Right Stuff. Baby, Well, I've already sat here and talked about the songs forever. This video is going to be well over 20 minutes. We better get going. Here's How Soon Is Now.
The sun and the air, all the shyness that is criminally vulgar.
All right, classic. I love How Soon Is Now, who doesn't? Interestingly, though, I was thinking about it, and if the original was cut down to under 4 minutes for the single, that means they pretty much cut out all the instrumental portions, which means the instrumentals on this song are just about as long as the instrumental on Money Changes Everything. Let's see how Money Changes Everything stands up. That was a pretty cool song. It's definitely not a tournament winner though. It would have been cool to hear in like a soundtrack. It's kind of a lie that it's totally instrumental though. There were a couple instances where I know I heard someone say, "Money, money, money." I'm gonna go with How Soon Is Now, and I don't think that's surprising. It essentially is a buy for How Soon Is Now. And I'm glad that it went up against something like Money Changes Everything, so I didn't have to decide against something that was actually really, really good. You know, like that would have sucked. You know. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share it with anyone you know who might be into this kind of content, and let me know down in the comments which of these two songs you would have chosen if were you in the hot seat today. That's all the Smiths tournament action we've got going for the day, but please join me tomorrow when we get down with some more of the Smiths and the Magnetic Fields tournament action. Until then, I hope you all have a great night, fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. Thanks for watching.